days for February 2020. Now, in January 2020, my number one pick, Tesla, went up over 50% in January alone. Not bad. So what I want to do is I want to give you 10 companies that I think, and this is a very interesting list because we've got a mix of everything here. And we do have some coronavirus stocks. What's up, Floor? Hey, how you doing, Nicholas? Nicholas, congratulations for your first member in your growth in the Trading Academy. I'm very happy for you, and I hope you achieve all of your goals, my friend. So in number 10 spot, a company that nobody's talking about, but is absolutely a huge potential winner on the NASDAQ is CODX, Co-Diagnostics Inc. It's 100% buy on bar chart, and long-term indicators fully support a continuation of this trend. They're my number 10 pick in February 2020. And because of the coronavirus, I believe these coronavirus vaccine stocks are going to be big winners in February. Co-Diagnostics Inc. is a molecular diagnostics company. It develops, manufactures, and markets a new state-of-the-art diagnostics technology. The company technology it utilizes for tests, which are designed using the detection and or analysis of nucleic acid molecules. So do your due diligence, do your research. Another reason why I like this company, the share structure. The market cap is only 46 million. There's only 17 million shares issued and outstanding in CODX. So as this company becomes more and more popular and more people start actually learning about CODX, I think CODX can go way higher, guys. Like way higher. It's got all the makings of a huge winner. And right now it's at $2.70. So it's very affordable. And if you look at the 5-year chart, you can actually see that this stock has traded as high as $6 in 2018. Currently at $2.70. And because of the coronavirus, I believe CODX, Co-Diagnostics Inc. could be a huge winner in February 2020. That's why they're my number 10 pick. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with that pick? Do you disagree with that pick? Happy Friday, Jason. How you doing? How you doing, Jimbo? How you doing, Scott? I appreciate that. 19 people here and we're already 10 likes, and I didn't even have to ask. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Have a happy Friday. Have a happy weekend. Wow, the Canadian Cannabis Index is at 193. That means that's the lowest it's been. So this is officially the lowest it's been now in years. CODX looks interesting. I'm telling you guys, man. Put CODX on your radar. Put on your watch list. It's my number 10 pick for February 2020. In number 9, stock that's been on fire that nobody's talking about, except for your boy, Snapchat. Now, I don't know why nobody's talking about these guys, but these guys have been on a tear. These guys have been on an absolute tear. And my kids, specifically my daughter, likes using Snapchat. And these are guys that are up over 200% since last year's lows. Another 100% buy on bar chart. So they have the big mo for momentum. And a company that is starting to really grow, guys. And I believe is going to be a big winner for members. I still think it goes higher. Even though it's been on an epic tear, I still think it goes higher. Up 21% in the last 3 months. And Snap Inc. provides technology and social media services. I love social media. The company's principal product, Snapchat, is a camera application that helps people to communicate through short videos and images. Snap Inc. is headquartered in Venice, California. Love this company. I think that these guys are going to go back to all-time highs. And I think they're going to have a very strong 2020. And they've quietly, secretly been going up and nobody's really talking about it. And they just keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. So Snap Inc. should be on everybody's watch list. It should be on everybody's radar. Currently at $18.34, down 2.86%, but it has been on a tear over the last year, up from $6 to now $18.34. They've been as high as $19.70 in the last just few weeks here. So last few days. So I think that these guys are going to have a huge 2020. Social media keeps growing. This is a very popular app for younger children, kids, young adults. They will grow up using Snapchat. They're growing up using Snapchat. And I think Snapchat's going to go higher in February 2020. That's why they're my number 9 pick for February 2020. Now, we'll just look at their share structure. Quickly look at their share structure. Snapchat is on the New York Stock Exchange. And if we look at their security details, they currently have a $21 billion market cap, 1.1 billion shares issued and outstanding for Snapchat. So initially the stock went down because they had a lot of shares issued and outstanding. And I remember when they initially did their IPO, the CEO and the two CEOs essentially sold a bunch of stock. Now the stock has been coming back up. So I think Snapchat is one to watch. Keep it on your radar. Keep it on your watch list. Number 9. In number 8, another one you probably have never heard of before, because I take a lot of pride in bringing you guys stocks you've never heard of before. So number 10, CODX. Number 9, Snapchat. And in number 8, TDOC. TDOC. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know who TDOC is, but TDOC is an absolute beast. You need to get to know these guys. TDOC Health Inc. It's at $100.68. I've actually quietly been talking about this to members, not too loudly, but I have to bring it to your attention. It is a medicinal healthcare service provider over the phone. So you can actually get your services over the phone, over the internet, telemedicine services that don't force you to have to go to a hospital. Now, let me ask you a question. With everything that's going on with coronavirus, do you want to go to a hospital? So companies like TDOC, in my opinion, are well positioned to benefit from this change that's happening in the world due to the coronavirus. And TDOC Health is another 100% buy on bar chart, down 3.89% today. TDOC Health, TDOC on the New York Stock Exchange, up a 100% buy on bar chart. Now, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. We are not licensed advisors. Always do your due diligence. Always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here on Rich TV Live. Always invest in the best. The best is blessed. This is a list of companies that I think have a chance to be the best. I'm bringing you the best. Why? Because I want your portfolio to be blessed. TDOC Inc. is a telehealth company. The company offers telehealth services via mobile devices, internet, video, and phone to clients primarily in the United States. Its solution connects consumers with physicians and behavioral health professionals to treat upper respiratory infection, urinary tract, and other infections as well. Take a look at TDOC Health, up 24% in the last month, 35% in the last 3 months, 108% since April 18th, 2019. They've been as high as $105, and they are absolute giant. Love these guys. These guys are the future of medicine. TDOC Inc. People are not going to want to leave their homes. People are starting to be more and more afraid of different viruses like the coronavirus. So what are they going to do? They're going to use TDOC Health. So I like to look for products that people are going to use, that people love, that people can't live without. Those are the products that are going to help our community win. TDOC Health is positioned to be a beast. And if we take a look at the share structure, TDOC, let's take a look at Teladoc Health share structure. So they have a $7.5 billion market cap, and they only have 72 million shares issued and outstanding. Tight float is always a secret to success in stocks that are going to move. 72 million shares, $100 stock, $7.5 billion market cap, and these guys are only going to get bigger. Mark my words. Remember the day that your boy Rich told you about CODX, Snapchat, and TDOC. In number 7, I think Bitcoin is going to explode. Bitcoin halving is coming May 18th, 2020. It's coming around the corner. I've been talking about Bitcoin blowing up since it was at 6,000. It's now at over 9,000. This is the number one Bitcoin related stock. If you wanted to get into Bitcoin, but you don't want to get a wallet, you don't want to get involved with cryptocurrencies, but you want to take advantage of Bitcoin and you have a trading account, GBTC. GBTC is the best Bitcoin stock. That's a fact, okay? I've done my research. I've done my due diligence. I love these guys. Love these guys. The way they make money is they take a 2% fee. Grayscale. Company name is Grayscale. They take a 2% fee. Bitcoin Investment Trust, GBTC, currently down 3.2% at $10.97. It's an 8% sell on bar chart. So this might be the time to start thinking about positioning yourself. Now, Bitcoin just made a move, so this stock has actually run up very nicely over the last little while. Specifically, since I've been talking about buying Bitcoin, this has been going up. Over the last month, GBTC is up 39.57%. Not bad. Over the last year, GBTC is up 201%. Not too bad. Since February 6, 2019, up 201%. First resistance point is at about 1150. Second resistance point is at 1168. Support levels are at 1102 and 1072. Currently trading at 1097. So they just broke their first level of resistance. I think this is a company that if Bitcoin goes up, GBTC will go up. So they should be on your watch list for February, considering May's around the corner. Bitcoin will be halving, and historically, Bitcoin has halved twice in its history. And when it's done that, it's gone up 10x. Just saying, man. And GBTC share structure. Let's take a look at the GBTC share structure. GBTC. So with a market cap of 3.3 billion, 99 billion authorized shares, but there are only 292 million outstanding. So they can authorize up to 99 billion, but right now, which is nuts, but right now they have 292 million that are issued and outstanding, 86 million restricted, and 206 million unrestricted, 205 million held at DTC, and 199 million shares in the float. Relatively tight float, only a $10 stock. If Bitcoin shoots, GBTC will shoot. Remember where you heard it first. My number 7 pick, my double 7 pick, because I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, is GBTC. Now, in number 6, this is a company that just reported. I did a video on it. They are a monster, absolute monster. I've never really talked about these guys a lot, but it's time that we need to start talking about Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the most powerful companies in the world. They have been for a long time. They just reported ridiculous numbers, ridiculous growth, currently at $170. They've been on a tear. They're my number 6 pick for February 2020. Another one of those 100% buys. So they have momentum, a 100% buy on bar chart, However, the market is approaching overbought territory. Be watchful of a trend reversal. I think this company continues to go up unless this coronavirus takes over the world and everything goes to hell. I believe the market will continue to melt up and Microsoft will benefit from it. Analysts give it a strong buy rating. 22 out of 24 analysts give it a strong buy rating. One analyst gives it a moderate buy, and one analyst gives it a hold. In the last month, Microsoft is up 8.9%. In the last 3 months, Microsoft is up 19.26%. In the last year, Microsoft is up 66%. Everybody's going to say, but Rich, Microsoft is priced too high. It's at $170. Guys, if you put in $1,000 and Microsoft goes up 66% in a year, not only are you buying one of the biggest, most lucrative, most revenue generating, profitable companies in the world, but if that stock goes up 66% in 2020, like it did in 2019, you're going to make 66% on your money. Why would you buy a penny stock to try to make 66% on your money when you could be buying one of the biggest, most powerful companies in the world? That's what Microsoft is. Microsoft is a technology company, a technology giant. Their products include operating systems for computing devices, servers, phones, and other intelligent devices, server applications for distributed computing environments, cross-device productivity applications, business solution applications, desktop, and server management. They're beasts. They just reported huge numbers. Do you want to buy the best or do you want to buy the rest? It's never too late to become a good investor, and it's never too late to invest in the best. There's a reason why I'm wearing this hat. I'm trying to bring you guys the best. 2020, our modus operandi is only to bring you the best and only to bring you the winners. Microsoft is one of the best in the world. That's why they're my number 6 pick. MSFT, number 6. Number 7, GBTC. In number 5, another coronavirus stock. A coronavirus stock that has been exploding and deserves your attention because I believe it could go even higher. Corona stocks are in play right now, okay? And I'm going to continue to bring you guys all the stocks that I think have the chance to explode. NNVC, up 42% today. I'm talking about them all, up now. Yep, 42%. I've been talking about them all week. NNVC. They have been an absolute monster. A monster. At $17.10, up 42.5% on the New York Stock Exchange. Nanovaricides, 72% buy on bar chart with the strongest short-term outlook on maintaining the current direction. This is an absolute smoke show. NNVC was at $1.27 in October, up 1,158% since October, up 764% since November, up 611% since January 9th, 2020. Nanovaricides Inc. is a development stage company focused on creating special purpose nanomaterials for antiviral therapy. The company's novel nanovaricide class of drug candidates are designed to specifically attack enveloped virus particles and to dismantle them. Take a look at NNVC. They have been on a tear. Another coronavirus stock. Surprise, surprise. We live in a world now where coronavirus stocks are on fire. So put them on your watch list, put them on your radar. These guys, are you ready for this? You want to know how many shares? Do you want to know how many shares NNVC has? 3,854,000 shares. That is absolutely ridiculous. That's why the stock is exploding. Tight float stocks, guys. Tight floaters, guys. Tight floaters. Try to bring you guys these tight floaters, man. NNVC, brother. NNVC. These guys are a tight floater, man. 3.8 million shares issued and outstanding. Tight float. NNVC. Been on a tear. Up 1,100% since October. 700% since November. 600% since January 9th. NNVC. You think we're not going to talk about it? You think we're going to miss it? NNVC is my number 5. NNVC is my number 5 pick for February 2020. In number 4, a company that is one of the most powerful companies in the world, a company that just reported ridiculous numbers, probably because of Christmas. But I just think that they need to be on everybody's watch list all the time. They're one of the best companies in the world, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be talking about them every single day. Because when you use a company and you use them every day, those are the types of companies that we want to buy. Those are the types of companies we want to hold. Those are the types of companies we want in our portfolio. Companies that are winners. These guys are one of the biggest winners in the world, Amazon. Amazon is my number 4 pick for February 2020. After reporting huge numbers, they're up 8%. They're now over $2,000 a share. I was talking to you guys about Amazon in 2017 being one of the best companies in the world. When I first started my show, they were at $400. They're now up officially 500%. 500% in 3 years. A 72% buy on bar chart. I absolutely love Amazon. They're my number 4 pick for February 2020. And they're just one of my favorite picks always. Okay. Love these guys. Look at this. So out of 32 analysts, 27 of them give them a strong buy, 3 give them a moderate buy, and 2 give them a hold. In the last month, they are up 10%. In the last 3 months, they are up 14%. In the last year, they are up 21%. Sorry, in the last year, they are up 29%. 18% in the last 3 months, and just under 12% in the last month. You're buying the best here. You're buying the best. You're investing in the same things as Warren Buffett and all the best investors in the world because they're buying the best. Amazon is the best. Amazon is the future. People don't want to leave their house. What are they going to do? Order on Amazon. It gets delivered right to their door. Just saying, it's a coronavirus stock. Even though it's not a coronavirus stock, it's a coronavirus stock because people are going to be at home. They're not going to leave their houses, specifically in Asia and China. So they're going to order through Amazon. That's why Amazon's my number 4 pick, baby. Number 4, Amazon. Number 3, Google. Absolutely love Google. Another one of those companies that's one of the biggest companies in the world. These guys are just giants. Everybody knows Google. Everybody uses Google. Everybody knows who Google is. Google is one of the biggest, most powerful companies in the world. They own YouTube, which is growing every single year. And Google at $1,435 is still, in my opinion, underappreciated and underexposed. I'm going to tell you why. They only have 341 million shares outstanding. That's a pretty tight float for a company as big as Google. In my opinion, Google can go way higher. I will not be surprised to see Google go to $2,000 a share. Remember where you heard it first. Alphabet Inc. Google is an absolute beast, one of the best companies in the world, and I want our community buying the best. Because the best is blessed. And I'm not interested in buying anything else. I'm not interested in the rest. I'm only interested in the best. Google up 88%, an 88% buy on bar chart. It's got power. It's got momentum because they're a giant. You can't hold them back. They're a money-making machine. Everybody uses Google that needs advertising online. If you want advertising online, you use Google. That's just the way it works. I work with YouTube. I get paid by Google. Google's huge. Okay. Get to know them. They're one of the most powerful companies in the world. Out of 29 analysts, 24 of them give them a strong buy, 2 of them give them a moderate buy, and 3 give them a hold. Alphabet Inc. is engaged in technology business. The company provides web-based search, advertisements, maps, software applications, mobile operating systems, consumer content, enterprise solutions, commerce, and hardware products through its subsidiaries. These guys are just so big, and they got so much money now that they're just going to acquire their growth. Everybody, once they get this big, they just use their money and their stock to acquire their growth. So in the last month, Google's up 6.95%. In the last 3 months, they're up 13.83%. In the last year, Google is up 39.98%. Why not buy Google? Make 40% a year owning the best. This is really what we need to do as a community. I'm done talking about the rest. We're only going to focus on the best. Now, my last two are coronavirus stocks. So we're going in a world where it's scary. And I've been talking a lot about coronavirus stocks. It's not because I'm crazy. It's not because I'm a fear mongerer. It's because I need you guys to understand. I need you guys to understand the importance of what's happening right now. Markets are very trendy. Right now, the trend is coronavirus stocks. If you get in the right coronavirus stocks right now, you have a chance to make a killing. This one is one that hasn't done very well yet. It did well recently, but over the last week, it's been one of the ones that hasn't done as well, but I think it's going to explode. And I think we need to watch them very closely. ONCY. They're my number 2 pick for February 2020. Oncolytics Biotech Inc. ONCY. An 80% buy on bar chart. And these guys are a coronavirus stock that I think could explode. And I'm not the only one. Oncolytics Biotech Inc. focuses on the discovery and development of pharmaceutical products for the treatment of a wide variety of human and companion pet cancers. The company was formed to explore the oncolytic capability of the reovirus, a virus that preferentially replicates in cells. So this is a stock right now that could be a huge, 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 huge winner. Up 8.82% in the last month, but forget the last month. In the last 3 months, up 215% from 82 cents to where they are now, over $2. And over the last year, which means it's not even since October 2nd, 2019, it's up 637%. Its 52-week high was $6.02. And it's currently at $2.55, being talked about as one of the top coronavirus stocks that could explode. It exploded on December 31st up to $6. It's come back down to $2.50. I have a feeling in my gut this goes back to $6. 100% opportunity to make a nice little run here. That's why I have them my number 2 stock in February 2020 with all this coronavirus talk, all the coronavirus scare. ONCY needs to be on everybody's watch list, on everybody's radar. They could be an absolute giant. They're my number 2 pick. My number 3 pick was Google, and ONCY is my number 2 pick. And in my number 1 pick, I've been talking about these guys since Sunday. They've not disappointed me. They've done extremely well. I'm very happy about that. AEMD. AEMD is my number 1 pick for February 2020. Now at $4.04. I brought it to you on Sunday. I told you guys that they were a buy and they were going to do very well because of the coronavirus. They were at $2.40 when I did that. They are now at $4.04, up 9% today. My number 1 pick for February 2020, AEMD. These guys have been on a tear. AEMD. And ONCY is a 80% buy on bar chart. Long-term indicators fully support the continuation of the trend up. So another reason why I like ONCY. And AEMD still doesn't even have a buy rating on bar chart, despite the fact that it's climbing and up 10% as we speak. Now at $4.09 and just been climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing. The question is, how high will it go? I think it goes higher. That's why they're my number one pick for February 2020. Now, just to give you an idea, last February, AEMD was at $21. In the last month, AEMD is up 325%. In the last 3 months, AEMD, wow, this thing's just been on fire, on a tear. In the last 3 months, AEMD up 436%. Actually, since December 20th, which is like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, AEMD is up 436% since everybody started worrying about the coronavirus. Athlon Medical Inc. is a development stage medical device company focused on expanding the applications of our hemopurifier platform technology, which is designed to rapidly reduce the presence of infectious viruses and other toxins from human blood. Coronavirus? Anybody? There's my top 10, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with my top 10? Do you disagree with my top 10? Is there anything I should be adding in my top 10? Once again, my top 10. In number 10, CODX. In number 9, Snapchat. In number 8, TeleDoc, TDOC. In number 7, GBTC, the Bitcoin stock. Thank you, Raid, for the donation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. In number 6, Microsoft. They just reported huge numbers. In number 5, another coronavirus stock, NNVC, which is flying today. In number 4, they just reported huge numbers, billions and billions, and revenue up 21%. Amazon, number 4. In number 3, Google, who owns YouTube. I love you, YouTube. Google, number 3, man. Advertising giant. They're only going to get bigger. Only get bigger. Google, number 3. In number 2, another coronavirus stock, ONCY. And in number 1, another coronavirus stock. These stocks are on fire, guys. My top 10 is on fire. This top 10 is going to be on fire in February. I'm just saying, my number 1 pick, Tesla, in January was up 50%. Let's see what AEMD does in February 2020. Thank you guys for watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'll vote. Peace.
This came back from a search.